There are many different ways that you can write your story. Here are some steps to get you started. Choose a day, event, or time in your life to write about. Which topic did you choose in your My Story topic worksheet? Try to remember as much as you can about this topic. Brainstorm and write down all the things you remember. Use a voice recorder or videotape your ideas as you say them out loud. If you don't have a voice recorder or video camera, tell your story to your partner and ask them to write down your ideas. These are your story notes. Look at related photos or objects to get your memory going. Talk to your family, friends, or support workers about the topic so you have more ideas to use for your story. Give your story a catchy title. Begin your story with a sentence that will grab the audience's attention. Describe why this topic is important to you. Put your story notes in the order that the events happened. Order each point as 1, 2, 3, etc. Describe your experience using your story notes. Start with point 1, then point 2 and 3, until you have described all the points in your story notes. Remember to be honest about your experience. Use your own words and express your emotions so the audience will connect with your story. People tend to remember funny, sad, hopeful, and uplifting stories. Describe what you learned from this experience. Did you have a problem that you had to solve? Describe what you did to solve your problem. End your story with the main message. What can others learn from your experience? Now it's your turn to write your story. Try to write a short story that is 10 sentences long about the topic you chose in the My Story topic worksheet. Use the Write My Story worksheet in your passport. If you'd rather tell your story out loud, use a voice recorder, video camera, or have your partner take notes. Pause this video now while you work on this activity. Now that you've written a short story about your life, you can learn how to present your story to others. Here are some steps for giving a presentation. Find out who your audience is. Different people are interested in different topics. If you know your audience is other adults with disabilities, choose a part of your story that will interest them the most. If your audience is school children, tell a part of your story that children will enjoy the most. If your audience is people in your neighborhood, choose a part of your story that your neighbors will find interesting. Now you're ready to write your presentation. Begin with a sentence that will grab your audience's attention. Then talk about the main theme of your story. Organize your story into a beginning, middle, and end. Choose the most important parts of your story to present. Remember to always go back to the main idea of your story. End your presentation with a sentence for the audience to think about. What is the message from your story that you want the audience to remember most? Make presentation notes on your story. Write or draw pictures of your story's most important points on the presentation notes in your passport. Your presentation notes will help you remember your story and what you want to say. Use your presentation notes to practice your presentation in front of someone you trust. Ask your partner to listen to your presentation and then tell you what you did well and what you can do better. Now the exciting day has come for your presentation. Here are some things to remember. Dress nicely and arrive early at the venue. When you speak, remember to breathe. Taking deep breaths will help calm your nerves. Stand up straight, speak clearly, and make eye contact with your audience. After your presentation, celebrate your accomplishment. Feel proud of your hard work. And lastly, reflect or look back on your experience. Think about how your presentation went. What did you do well? How can you improve your presentation? Would you do it again? Your experience presenting will teach you something new about yourself. Now it's your turn to practice making and giving a presentation. Let's do the 30-second presentation in your passport. Pause the video now while you work on this activity. Congratulations! You've finished Part 2 of My History, Our Future. Next is Part 3, Learn from the Past, The History of Self-Advocacy in Alberta. It starts with Unit 11, What is History?